In the chaos of the game, they break it down. Talking trash, cracking jokes, they own this town. PGN podcast, they're on the prowl. Sports and nonsense, they wears a crown. PGN podcast, oh, you can't look away. Stats and laughs, yeah, they sing your day. From the field to the mic, they always slay. PGN podcast, hear 'em yell,
What up? What up? What up? We're here. 6 minutes late, but we're here. Fucking tired, man. Watching that damn fight last night. Jesus Christ. Yo, boxing, you guys gotta do better, bro. There's no way the main event should be going on at 12. It was like 12:10 it started.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. It was fucking ridiculous. Like, speed it up, man. And the fucked up part is that the event starts at 6. 6 hours. Yo, I literally was like, fuck it, I ain't gonna watch the undercards. So me and my son watched Austin Powers. The fucking movie's an hour and 35 minutes. The movie finished, only one fight passed. Only one fight finished. I'm like, what the fuck is going on, bro? Like, come on, man. It's ridiculous, bro. So yeah, I'm fucking tired of this. By the time the fight finished, it was like 1:30. Brushed my teeth, went to bed. It was like 2. I went to bed at 2 in the morning yesterday, man. Trying to watch that damn fight. And then watching the fight for it to be a snooze fest because Shakur Stevenson is
dominant. Yeah.
Shakur's gonna be the next Pi Floyd, man. I'll be honest. But the difference between him and Floyd, the difference between him and Floyd is that number one, Floyd was more of a showman. Shakur's more like, quiet. And the second thing is that Floyd waited to box these people. Like, Floyd waited till Pacquiao got old. He waited till Shane Mosley got old. He waited till De La Hoya got old. You know what I mean? Shakur is fighting these guys in their prime.
Yep.
That's the difference. You know what I'm saying? Teofimo Lopez was the Ring Magazine champion, undisputed champion in that division, and they were the same age, same height, everything. So there was like no excuse here for Shakur. You can't say, oh, he took the easier fight or da-da-da. He went up in weight. You know what I mean? So I don't know who was in his face yesterday. It was some dude with blonde hair. He was talking shit to Shakur yesterday after the fight. And he's a higher weight division. So Shakur's like, I'll fight you too. I'm like, there's nobody to gain more weight. You're bigger than him again. I'm like,
I love it. I love it.
Yeah. So
he ain't backing down from nobody. And I love that he shouted out Newark and he was like, Newark. I'm like, yes.
I picked Teofimo to win that fight, which that's my fault. I gotta go Jersey no matter what, man.
Yeah.
So here on out, Shakur, you made me a believer. I'm never gonna bet against you again. And it is what it is, man. I thought Teofimo would get in there more and fucking put pressure on him, but bro, he couldn't, man. He couldn't. And Shakur didn't run, bro. He stood in the middle of the ring, and the southpaw fighting. He didn't let Teofimo even get close to him, bro. It was bad, bro. And Teofimo's eye was swollen. It was bleeding. This man doing backflips and dancing in the press conference and he came up with the Jabberwockies and shit, and he did all that after the fight, bro. That motherfucker was quiet, dude. He was humble as hell. Dude. He was just like, yeah, good fight, yeah, da. he got washed.
Respect.
But yeah, that was it. I know it ain't a topic today, but I just wanted to
No, you gotta talk about it, bro. Like we do all sports here.
Yeah. How was your week, man?
The week was good, just kind of chilled, nothing crazy. Watched the Rumble last night with some people, and like that was pretty much it. Saw clips of the fight because I think they were playing at like McGovern's for a little bit. They brought like the hold out projector pad just to show it on the big screen. So no, really nothing.
Nice.
Yeah. So, and next week they do
Yeah.
if you want to watch Super Bowl, they do like $50 at the door, and you get
Yeah.
open bar service.
Oh, nice, nice,
Mm-hmm.
nice. Um, I don't know if I haven't have no Super Bowl plans yet, but that's also my son's birthday, so
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
yeah, I'm definitely gonna be with him. I don't know where I'm gonna be at, but I'll be somewhere. But yeah, I'm not disappointed. I couldn't really see the Royal Rumble yesterday. I was working all day, so by the time I got
That's
home, I saw the middle of the Rumble. But we'll get into it. We'll get into it.
yeah,
But yeah, week was same shit. Or gym, work, chilling with my son, same shit every
same,
damn week, nothing different. But
same.
yeah, man, let's get to these topics, man.
Yeah, we ain't no rush, no football today. Unless you want to watch
I
the
know.
ass Pro Bowl or whatever that shit is.
Yeah,
I'm doing
whatever that
flag
shit is.
football
Yeah, with
anyway.
Shakur, that's a Shakur with Shador Sanders being a fucking
Pro Bowler. Yeah.
yeah, over. It's over.
Uh, we got to go over the conference championship recap. So the Patriots advance and beat the Broncos 10-7 in somewhat of a blizzard. There was no Bo Nix. Jared Stidham had a good first half. Could not close the deal.
Yeah,
Besides that one play, and then he had the fumble. Good lord. Uh, you know what's crazy?
horrible
When he
play.
did
Horrible
that, everyone was like, "This is why he's a backup." I'm like,
play.
guys, he is still playing right now. And everyone's like, "This is the main reason why he's a backup. This is why he doesn't play. This is why he doesn't start." I was like, "Oh God!" Like
Yeah,
I was
that
like,
was
"Stidham,
stupid,
don't."
bro. And then as a backup, your main goal is just don't turn it over.
Protect the ball, yeah,
That
protect the
is what
ball.
you're supposed to do. Just don't turn it over. But it also is blame on Peyton for not going for that field goal in the first quarter because he scored the touchdown and he got too big for his bridges. He's like, oh yeah, we're about to light this shit up. He thought he could go up 14 zip, but that was a momentum changer there. But I don't know, man. It
Peyton's
was it was it was crazy. It was a boring game, and the snow got involved, and the snow made it worse. They couldn't even throw.
nope.
It, and the Patriots were just like we're not throwing it. They just kept running it. They just held the ball basically. They basically kneeled it. I mean, just don't turn it over.
May was our best rusher of the fucking game, man. Boy, I forget
Yeah,
he could run because he got hurt. He used to get hurt a lot last year. And
yeah,
also, Payne's looking a lot crazy this week. He's gotten a lot of flack for the offensive game plan, and Bo Nix is calling him out. Be trying to tell y'all need to watch out for Sean Payton. He do a little grimy shit all the fucking time that no one ever really calls him out for, but his quarterback did. He's like, yo, stop bringing up my injuries and shit like that. Just
yeah,
trying to say, Payton kind of a scum, kind of a douchebag sometimes.
yeah. You never liked them.
Never liked him.
You never.
But you can see, I'm telling you, it's the little tidbits. It's not the big things. It's the little shit that he does on like the throwing Greg Williams underneath the bus for the bounty gate and this. It's like, yeah, I wouldn't. You a dude I wouldn't want to work for because you quick throw people underneath the rug. But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah,
Then
yeah,
you fired your offensive coordinator when you call the play calls. But that's not. We're not
yeah,
gonna get into that.
yeah,
Patriots won. We're moving on to the Super Bowl. Just Seahawks. I gotta give Sam Darnold some credit. Listen, he played his ass off. He did what he needed to do. So it's really gonna be a rematch of 2015 in the Super Bowl.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, I'm gonna say this. I think it's 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 an even matchup. I think. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean, both defenses are really good. Both offenses are really good. The only thing I would say is the Seahawks got a little more playmakers on their side.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Stephon Diggs is a playmaker, but I think you guys don't give the ball enough to Travion Henderson. I don't know what that is. They love
Yeah.
Ramondre. So you don't have an explosive player, and The one thing you guys rely on a lot is trying to catch the defense sleeping on the deep ball to Keishawn Booty. So now I think teams are hip to that. They're gonna make sure you don't get that deep ball. But I don't know. I think it favors the Seahawks. Maybe the Seahawks have faced better competition just because their division was better.
Yep.
Um, you know, that's been the narrative the whole week. I've been trolling you on the chat for
I
the
know, I
Patriots.
know. Yo,
They haven't
you
faced
guys don't
anybody.
understand. Every day, Scumbag has hit me up with, yo, this is your cakewalk schedule. These are all the coaches that got fired. I'm like, if this dude does not leave my team alone, I promise you, Patriots, you have to win the Super Bowl. It doesn't matter anymore. Listen, I will go out there myself and literally tackle Sam Darnold for you guys to fucking win, so I don't have to hear this motherfucker.
Yeah, but you do gotta play the game. You know what I
Yep.
mean? You do gotta play the game. So it's any given Sunday. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm a testament to that. You're a testament to that. We saw a Super Bowl where the undefeated Patriots dominated the whole year, destroyed everybody the whole year. Giants get in there. What are they? Fucking 9-7 or some shit, or 10 and barely make it in, and they win the Super Bowl. So it is any given Sunday. I mean, you were a part of watching them not hand it off to fucking Marshawn Lynch and throw
Yeah.
a fucking stupid ass slant route. We've seen wild shit, dude. We see the Patriots come back 28-3 at halftime
Yep.
and some wild shit like that. Like we've seen some shit. So it's not totally out of reality that the Patriots can win this game. But they're fighting an uphill battle because the Seahawks, they've been, I don't know, Sam Darnold been looking crazy. He's been looking really good. And I kept waiting for him last week to kind of like fuck it up and then Stafford to like win the game.
Yep.
But he kept getting the first downs, bro. He kept
Yes.
darting at the first down. He kept making the right play. There was a play in the last drive on the sideline where he kind of floated it kind of out of back. Like the old Sam Darnold will try to get it in there.
So,
That would have
yeah.
got picked.
Yep.
So he kind of like floated it up there, like kind of like, oh, if you grab it, you grab it. You don't, you don't. You know what I mean? So he's matured a lot. Hey man, you gotta think of this. After the Panthers, he went to the Niners. Probably
Yes.
learned a lot from fucking Kyle Shanahan.
Yep.
Then he went to the Vikings. That coach is a great offensive mind also. Learned a
Yep.
lot from him. Then had a great year in Minnesota and failed the last game of the year. Failed in the playoffs. Got his ass whipped in the playoffs. And hey, the Vikings threw him away, bro. The Vikings threw him away. The Vikings could have
Vikings.
signed. Yeah, the Vikings are kicking themselves in the ass right now because they could have signed him to a 2-3 year contract and see where that went. But they chose JJ McCarthy, and JJ McCarthy looks like shit right now. You know
Think
what I
about
mean? You
it
could
like
even get
this. They got their GM. He got their GM fired.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. JJ McCarthy can't even get Justin Jefferson the ball, bro. It's insane. Every quarterback that Jefferson plays with, he gets 100 yards every game. But JJ McCarthy can't even hit 20 yards. It's fucking nuts. Like
bro.
they dropped the ball there, bro, big time. Not might have dropped the ball. They dropped the ball big time there.
Definitely dropped the ball. Yeah.
So and Sam Darnold came up big, man. He beat the Niners. They destroyed them. The last game was a great game. It went back and forth. He didn't blink
Yep.
an eye. He didn't fold under pressure.
Nope.
And yeah, man, he did good. So I think it's an uphill battle, but like I said, any given Sunday, and I'm sure if you look at the betting odds, they have Seahawks winning
The
this.
Seahawks are favored right now. It's
Yeah.
cool. They've been calling out Drake May, saying Drake May is playing really good right now, so it's cool. We don't say much.
Yeah.
I just think it's gonna be good to see the Patriots play in very good weather because the last two games the Patriots are playing, we've been playing in a fucking blizzard. Can we get some nice weather? And I'm love that Santa Clara, please. Nothing, no rain, no nothing. We need great football weather. I know football's all about the elements, but goddamn, bro, like
Nobody want to see that for the. I think that's at the start. um, becoming a factor later on in the years of NFL. Like they might start, and we talked about it when they're building these new stadiums.
Mm-hmm.
Everything has a retractable dome now. Everything, because number one, when if your team makes the playoffs, you don't want that. You don't want your team playing in a fucking blizzard to go to the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? I know the Broncos are sick right now because they didn't even have a chance.
Nope.
Once the snow came down, it was over. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So a lot of these new stadiums will have retractable domes. Um, looking at
The Bills.
you want your city to get picked for the Super Bowl. You know what I
Yep.
mean? So now you're gonna have a dome for that because
Yep.
you want to avoid the elements. Then the betting culture.
Oh
If
God.
you're
Yeah.
betting on the conference championship, you're betting on the playoffs. It's gonna suck that you got to bet and then it's raining, it's
Mm-hmm.
fucking snowing, and now you just lost half your parlay because the guys can't even run 5 yards.
Yep.
You know, betting is so huge right now. They said is more money in betting than it is in the stock market.
Yep.
You know, like it's just reality. So you're gonna see a lot more domes coming into effect, bro. And I think at least for the playoffs, that has to happen. You know what I mean? Either domes or neutral sites. Like
Yeah.
fuck it, everybody come to Arizona. You know, I know it's the Rams. I know it's the fucking, the Bears versus the Rams, but fuck it,
Yep.
we're doing it in Arizona. Just like you have a location for the Super Bowl, they're gonna have a location for, at least for the conference championships.
Yes.
They're gonna start
Please.
doing that. They're gonna start
Please.
doing they do it in college. They do it in college. Oh, we have the Rose Bowl here. We have the this here. We have the fucking Citrus Bowl here. You know, like they have it in different locations. So um, that could be something that they explore
They have to.
down the road.
I got.
Yeah.
Got to look into it. All right, and shout out to the four teams. Well, we got two winners, and we got a Super Bowl next week that will be watched, and I will be talking hella shit all through the game. And moving on, this is a topic that this is a topic that got me a little heated. I didn't want to say too much. I waited for Sunday. Bill Belichick, one vote short of being a first ballot Pro Football Hall of Famer. I didn't want to talk about it early because I was like, you know what? I want emotions to get into this. I'm just like, if this is what we're doing, just keep it consistent. Because if he's not a first ballot Hall of Famer, Tom Brady's not a first ballot Hall of Famer either. The, that's all I'm trying to say. If y'all gonna do this bullshit, keep the bullshit the same. But they're not, because voters are voters, and you got Bill Pauling who hates Belichick because he beat him all the time. Then you got all the first of all, you got all these people, all these stupid ass writers going like, oh well, it's not because I didn't want to vote him in. I wanted to vote in these old motherfuckers. Fuck them, all right? Look, we're talking about right now, all right? Is he a first ballot Hall of Famer or is he not a first ballot Hall of Famer? Fuck the other people you talking about. They got another chance to get in. They can still get in. Can you tell the story of the last 20 years without talking about Bill Belichick? No, you fucking can't. So how the fuck is he not a first ballot Hall of Famer? And that's all I gotta say about it. I'm leaving it on. You go on because this shit pissed me all the way off. But it's the same thing even in baseball. They do this all the time.
Yeah, it's definitely an argument that he definitely should be a first ballot, and it's probably you're in the majority. You know what I'm saying? You're in the majority of people who believe he should be a first ballot Hall of Famer, even as a head coach, as a defensive coordinator. Just that alone, you know what I mean? But once he got caught with Spygate, um, it did put a tamper on his legacy. Now the issue with that is the same thing we have in baseball. Like you're keeping out Roger Clemens, you're keeping out Barry
Mm-hmm.
Bonds, you're keeping
Yep.
out Mark McGuire. Like
Yep.
you're keeping out these guys that's like, dude, Barry Bonds, like he's probably the best baseball player of all time. Like, okay, he took some steroids. We know he did. It's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But it's like Chris Rock said. He said Barry Bonds sat there and said he's the best player in baseball. And what was the narrative that year? Mark McGuire and Sammy Sosa. No one gave a shit that Barry Bonds was hitting 40 home runs, 40 stolen bases, batting 350, doing all this shit. No one gave a fuck. No one gave two shits. Everything was Mark McGuire and Sammy Sosa. You know what I
Yep.
mean? So Chris Rock said, Barry Bonds said, "Oh, you wanna have a white guy on steroids? Let's see a nigga on steroids. Let's see how this goes." And Barry Bonds, you couldn't even pitch to this guy, bro. I think he broke the record in walks. The same year he
Yes,
broke the record in home runs. Like you couldn't pitch to the guy because not only was he a great hitter, but he had power to go with it. So you couldn't even. It was insane, dude. Guys would. It was insane, dude. It was insane. But
bro.
let's
Remember
go
when he
back
was
to the
going
Bill
after the
Belichick
record?
thing.
Remember when he was going after the record? And there was times where you'd be watching something and you have Barry Bonds in the corner of the screen attempting to break. I was like, yo, so how's he not a Hall of? You know what? These writers, they
Yeah,
kick rocks, bro. They kick rocks.
yeah, and I think that it sucks, but there was a steroid era in baseball. You know what I mean? It was a steroid era in baseball. And to keep all those guys out the Hall of Fame is insane. You know what I mean? And it's the same thing they're doing with Bill Belichick. Like you could look at Spygate and say, "Come on, man, there's guys in the Hall of Fame that used to beat their wives and sniff cocaine, and they got domestic disputes, and they got a court for murders, and they just wild shit. You know what I mean? Especially, you know, baseball players, football players up in the football, baseball has been around since the 1920s, 1930s.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? How many racist guys are in the Hall of Fame? How many guys have done fucked up shit that are in the Hall of Fame? You know what I mean? So I think that's the argument for Bill Belichick. But me, listen, if this is the narrative. This is the narrative in baseball. This is the narrative in the Hall of Fame. This has been the narrative for the most part. You know what I mean? If you get caught cheating, you know what I mean, you get some kind of penalty. You know what I mean? The one person I would say was bullshit though was Terrell Owens because he didn't get caught
I
cheating.
feel bad for him. He's
Yeah,
been talking his shit on
he
Twitter
didn't.
all week.
Yeah, because he didn't get caught cheating. He was just a dickhead. So you can't keep somebody out for being a dickhead. That's insane. And he's the first ballot. Look at his numbers. His numbers are ridiculous. You know what I mean? So to hold him out, and they didn't even wait till next year to do it. They held him out for a long time. That was crazy. Um, that one I say is more bullshit than Bill Belichick. But I
Yes, of
mean, I don't
course.
know. The thing with Spygate is this. The thing with Spygate is that was a dynasty what the Patriots had. What Tom Brady is, they won so many games, they beat so many teams, they won so many Super Bowls, and that Spygate could put a damper on not only the Patriots but on the NFL. So
Yep.
for the most part, when Spygate came out, we haven't even seen any details. We don't know what happened. We don't know. We just know he recorded signs. That's it. And if you hear that, you're like, oh, ain't that bad. But listen, we got all this shit going on with Netflix and ESPN and 30 for 30. One
Yep.
day, this Spygate is going to be a documentary on it. The Patriots dynasty will have a documentary on it. And Spygate and Deflategate will become a topic. Now, Deflategate, not so much because it was also a thing where Peyton Manning was doing it,
Yeah. Yep.
supposedly. And
Talk about it.
I don't know, they didn't talk about it and they didn't discuss it. And the issue was that it happened during the Colts, right? And
Mm-hmm.
they intercepted it and they were saying all this bullshit. But then what crazy was they had the balls at the right PSI for the second half, and Tom Brady
Yep.
did better. He threw for like 200 yards and like 3 touchdowns in the second half. So like the Flakegate is kind of like, you know what I mean? No one really gives a shit about it. But when that 30 for 30 comes out for Spygate, it's the same shit where we sat there and said, oh, R. Kelly, he married Aaliyah. I guess. Okay, he peed on a girl. Was she underage? I don't know. And we let it slide because we didn't know
Yep.
the details.
Yep.
But once Survivor R. Kelly came out, it was a wrap. The man went to jail for it.
Yep.
It was a wrap. You know what I mean? Like to see all that shit, like, wow. Okay, same thing with Diddy. Okay, he kind of, he took their publishing. He kind of, was an asshole. But then footage comes out. He's beating up Cassie. 50 Cent does a documentary. You see how arrogant the dude's acting the whole time the trial's going on, and you see details of him blowing up Kid Cudi's car, and he might have something to do with killing Tupac, and I was like, whoa, this is crazy. Once the doc comes out on Spygate, and you're interviewing guys who worked for fucking the Patriots during that time, and they have the black face with the voice changing.
Oh God.
Fucking
Oh God.
thing. You have Eric Mangini. You know what I mean? Doing an interview. We're gonna see what the fuck really went down, and I think right now the writers, for the most part, they're sparing Bill. They're like, listen, the shit that we know what happened, we ain't even gonna discuss it. They're getting all the flack for it. They're getting everybody going, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with the Hall of Fame? You guys suck. You guys never played football. You don't know shit. Da-da-da. They're getting all the heat. And they're keeping their mouth shut for the most part. They're not sitting there going, all right, you want to keep talking shit? Here we go. Look. Here you go.
Mm-hmm.
Read that. This is what Bill Belichick really did. And you're going to go, oh, okay. Like, sorry. You know what I mean? So, for the most part, for now, they're sparing Bill Belichick. They're only making him wait a year. Trust me, he'll be in next year. If he's not in it next year, then we riot. Then we fucking riot. Because then now, that's insane. Now, calm the fuck down.
Yep.
Calm the fuck down now. Now y'all wildin'. You know what I mean? So I'm not really too against it of him waiting a year. But then another part of me is like, like you said, if Bill Belichick's not a first ballot Hall of Famer, what the fuck is the criteria?
That's all.
What
That's
the
it.
fuck is the criteria?
Oh my
Like,
God,
dude,
bro.
his resume is insane. Like, it's insane. Now to go with Tom Brady, waiting a year for Deflategate, and guess what? Tom Brady was there for Spygate.
Yes.
Did he know about it? Did he had to know about it. He benefited from it. You know what I mean? Tell me Bill was like, yo, look. They sat in the room with the film and like, yo, look, this is the sign, this is this is the that. Tom Brady benefited. So now the Tom Brady got the flack. Now here's the difference. And it sucks. It's a sucky part of life. Life, especially on that level, is about politics.
Yes.
It's all about whose ass you kiss. It's all about who you're nice to. And Tom Brady, whether he did it purposely or not, he's become a broadcaster. So he's rubbing shoulders with all these writers. He's having beers with them. He's playing golf with them. He's laughing with them. He's going to their barbecues. All this shit behind the scenes. And they're gonna go more for, Tom than they are for Bill because he's rubbing shoulders with them.
Yep.
And they're gonna say he's not a bad guy. Bill Belichick's been a dick to them all these years.
Yep.
He gives them one-word answers. He never interviewed them, and then after it's all over, he's not rubbing shoulders with them. Still, he's over there in North Carolina with his 22-year-old girlfriend, looking like a goddamn fool, looking like a fool. So they're like, bro, this guy is just an all-around dick. You know what I mean? So all that factored into it. You know what I mean? So I don't think Tom Brady will have the same problem unless they do it to prove a point. Like, oh, fuck it, let's make Tom Brady wait just so we don't look crazy. But I doubt it.
You know they're not gonna do that because now he's making them laugh. They're gonna forget about all the times he kind of like flipped them off in the locker room when they were trying. They're gonna forget about all that. That's what got this shit got Jimmy Johnson out of his mind. He's been unfiltered the whole week. He's like, yo, fuck all this. I'm like, there you go, Jimmy. That's the Jimmy I know. That's the Jimmy who told people
that I don't agree with. A lot of players, a lot of them have come out and said this. Like, oh, we try to steal signs too. What's the big deal? Oh, I did Spygate. We didn't get caught. What's the big deal? Dude. Stop incriminating yourself for Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
Stop it. Like Bill Belichick is not on social media. He don't talk to nobody. If you get
Nope.
caught doing some shit and you get locked up or get your fucking title stripped from you, Bill Belichick is not coming out of his fucking house with his 20-year-old girlfriend and defending yo ass. All right? So stop it now. Stop incriminating yourself. Just cut it out. You know, and I don't like that's like I said in the chat. That's like me going, come on, let go of R. Kelly, man. I always fuck 60-year-olds. Come on. I mean, you don't see me in jail. Let him out. You can't say that. You can't say that. You know what I mean? You gotta just keep your mouth shut. Just shut the fuck up.
They don't care. They want the stuff to be known, but listen,
Hey.
we nothing else for us to say. Bill, you're gonna get in, but my biggest thing is just keep the same energy. Don't because if I see Tom Brady going first ballot Hall of Famer, and then y'all ain't got no problems with the Deflategate, I promise you, I'm gonna be on here calling y'all the fuck out because y'all deserve to be called the fuck out. But it's neither here nor there. We'll see as it goes on. You know, like you said, he's gonna get in, but it's just ridiculous. Moving on, we got some hires now. Bills hired Joe Brady, the offensive coordinator, promoted him to coach after they let go of Sean McDermott. And the Browns hired Todd Monken. I know as a Giants fan, I don't know if you're relieved because he was supposed to be your offensive coordinator coming in with Harbaugh. So you guys still looking for offensive coordinator. Bills got their guy. Listen, all of this, if Josh Allen doesn't win, I'm still gonna call him out. He needs to get to a Super Bowl next year, or else I'm gonna start looking at him as the problem. But besides all of that, how are all these people getting jobs? But that's not. But we've done that enough. So good to the Bills. They got their guy.
If it's all white, it's all right.
All right. That's what the NFL says. Oh my God, bro!
All white is
all right. God damn, bro! This shit makes no sense to me at all. Like, damn, y'all just look at people and go like, oh, damn. What is this? The Apollo Theater? No, get the fuck out! Get out of here! We don't need all this shit in here. Like, you.
What is it, a Million Man March? What is it, a Million Man March? Get your ass home.
Did
Sorry, guys. This isn't a barbecue. This isn't a hip hop concert.
Did he try to clap my hand? Oh no, fuck that. No. Get the fuck out. Whew. NFL, you guys.
The only thing I would say with Todd Monken that I do like is that the Ravens wanted to draft Shador, but the Sanders went against it because they wanted him a chance to start.
Yeah,
and they knew on the Ravens he wouldn't start. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So it goes to show that Todd Monken likes Shador. So what I do like about this hire is that Shador will have his chance.
Yep.
All your Shador fans, Sanders family, listen. I want to say this right now. Go to church, all right? Jesus Christ is your savior. Because if Shador Sanders isn't a testimony to this, I don't know what else you need. Okay?
Oh, God, yeah.
This motherfucker got drafted to the Browns, okay?
Ugh.
Joe Flacco was starting. They had Kenny Pickett ahead of him. They had Dylan Gabriel ahead of him. He had 3 quarterbacks ahead of him.
Yep.
This man was not getting no first-team reps, okay? The coach hated him. The coach didn't want nothing to do with him. All of this was working against Shador Sanders. All of this. Joe Flacco gets traded. Kenny Pickett gets hurt. Dylan Gabriel sucks. And all they had left was Shador Sanders.
Yep.
They had no choice but to start this man. Everything that could have went wrong.
Yep.
But went right for Shador Sanders.
Yep.
And you got to give Shador one thing, dude. He didn't say a fucking word. He didn't throw the coach under the bus.
Nope.
He didn't throw the GM under the bus. He didn't throw the owner under the bus. He didn't say nothing. He just went to the locker room and said, I hope I get my chance. I hope I get my chance. It is what it is. and they asked him questions, and he would joke around, and he was in good spirits the whole time. He's been
Mm-hmm.
in good spirits since the draft. When they
Yes.
dropped him down the 6th round, he didn't say nothing. He didn't say fucking nothing. He stayed humble. He waited his turn, bro, and he got his turn. And now he is definitely the starter of the Cleveland Browns next year,
Yep. Yep.
unless Deshaun Watson comes out of nowhere and kills it. Hey, we don't know. What
Nope.
if they go to training camp and Deshaun Watson's fucking killing it? What do? You know what I mean? You're paying this man all this money. You
Yep.
gotta start him. But for
Got a plan.
now, we have Shador as a starter. Shador getting his chance. Shador has made the Pro Bowl.
As a replacement.
Listen, after this podcast over, I'm going right to church because this is crazy. Shador has gotten the luck of his insane. But Todd Monken comes in. I think he's gonna go with
Ramp up the
Shador for the
offense.
most
Yep.
part. He's gonna make the offense better. I think he was a coordinator when Lamar won MVP, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think he was, right? So yeah. Um, we'll see. I think the sucky part is I think Jim Schwartz he left,
Yep.
but he had that defense playing great. So we'll see what Tom Monken does and what he brings in as the DC for that good defense. But hey man, he can get that offense going, get some pieces, get some draft picks in there. They got Shador. They got to fix the O line. The O line sucks.
Oh God. Yeah.
But for the most part, they run blocked really good because the rookie running back, damn, I forgot his name. The rookie running back.
Yeah, he got hurt. He got hurt at the end of towards the end of the season too. That would suck. But
Yeah,
Kofi.
Kofi's listening. He can send us the
Yeah, you can
guy.
give us the name.
Oh yeah, I see right now. He talked about the guy talking to Shakur, what I said earlier, Connor Ben. I haven't seen Connor Ben fight, but I heard Connor Ben's really good. I've heard his name a lot, so that would be a good fight, I guess. I have to see a fight. I have to see a fight on YouTube with Connor Ben, see how good he is. But anywho's, yeah, if you could tell us the rookie for the Browns, he had a good year. So you got that working for you. You got Shador, maybe you got Jerry Judy. Maybe he
No,
steps
get rid
up
of
with
him because
Um,
he drops passes all the time, bro. Like
Yeah, but he's a deep threat. I guess you kind of keep him. You keep him for a second or third option. Njoku is a good tight end.
Njoku said in. Yep.
He found chemistry with the tight end, other tight end, Harold Fannin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He played it this year, so we'll see how that goes. I think they're higher. And as far as Joe Brady, I don't know. He's had good chemistry with Josh Allen,
Yep.
and the offense actually got better with Joe Brady. But
Yep.
now you're the head coach. It's a whole different fucking animal. It's a whole different animal. Not only you gotta be cool with the quarterback, you gotta be cool with the defense. You gotta be cool with the special teams. You gotta schedule meetings. You gotta bring guys together. You gotta be in the locker room giving the speech. It's different. It's different. So we'll see where that goes. But at the end of the day, Josh Allen needs more receivers.
That's the point I was gonna bring out because Keon Coleman hasn't worked out for them at all. He's more interested in doing TikTok dances than actually catching passes.
Brandon Cooks is old.
Brandon Cooks, yeah.
He came in. He did good for them, but he's old.
Yep.
Khalil Shakur, he's been pretty good, but
he's too small, and he's kind of a slot receiver. I'm like, you can't really rely on that. Like you need to go out there and get like a actual threat on the outside. Like they don't have it. Like they're running hitch and go. They're like, they're doing. I'm like, yo, God, you're doing hook and laterals. Like that's how you get your first downs. But James Cook is good, but he has a fumbling problem that they really have to address. I think he fumbled like every playoff game that they were in. Like I was like, yo, dog, you got to work on that. So
he's been good though. He's been, for the most part, he's been good for the most part. But I think you need more playmakers for Josh Allen. They tried with Diggs and it didn't work out. But you need somebody in there who's a playmaker, but also not a diva, which is hard because every wide receiver who's good, they're mostly divas. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna.
Also, you gotta call Josh Allen out. He didn't play good in that the Broncos game. I know Bills fans been killing me because they're like, Josh Allen is our Lord and Savior. I'm like, yo, dog, he's not gonna sleep with you. He has a kid on the way, and he played bad. It's okay. Like, bro, this was the year he should have made it. No Mahomes, no Lamar, and he didn't make it. Drake made it his second year before you. Yeah, you kind of on the watch, Allen. You kind of on the watch.
Well, the fumble before halftime hurt him big time. That was a problem. Even though that's also on the coach to try to be so aggressive, but you're holding the ball like a loaf of bread, dude. You should have been a little more, Yeah,
you're a vet at this point, bro. You can't do that. You're a vet. You're a vet.
Yeah. So that's part of it. He missed Dawson Knox at the end of regulation.
That would have won the game right there.
He was open. And the pick, that was a bad pick. Was it the third quarter? I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
That pick. That was a bad pick. That shouldn't have happened. So those three things right there hurt him, but they still had a chance to win. That was a dot to Brandon Cooks. So here's the thing. If you got a playmaker there, if you got a good receiver there, let's say you got an A.J. Brown or some shit or somebody who's good, they're coming down with that ball.
Yep.
They're coming down with that ball. And we're having a whole different tune here because then they're in field goal range and they most likely win that game. You know what I mean? So it's unfortunate. But we'll see what Joe Brady does, man. We'll see what Joe Brady does.
Yeah, it will be. And they're opening a new stadium and everything. So Bills, you guys got a little future ahead. Go enjoy your buffalo wings while you watch the Patriots in the Super Bowl, though. That's all I gotta say on that. We move on. We got the Royal Rumble recap. We got two winners for the women and men's. We got Liv Morgan, Jersey girl, won the women's Royal Rumble, first Rumble win of her career. They have been saying they want to do something big with her at Royal Rumble, at WrestleMania, I mean. So we'll see how that goes. And, of course, the tribal chief, Roman Reigns, won the men's Royal Rumble. I think this is his second Rumble win. And shout out to Roman. Roman is living the life. That man gets to come as he goes, and he doesn't have to wrestle for 4 months and still wins a Rumble. Man, I want a life like Roman fucking Reigns, bro. Like, that's the life you want to live, bro. Like, you don't get to do much, show up and win, bro. Like, motherfucker, bro.
I didn't see the earlier matches. So like Braun Breaker, I know he started the Royal Rumble, right? How'd that match go?
Yeah. Oh, a mystery person attacked him, and he got eliminated by Obafemi. So like they kind of kept him looking strong. Like he only got eliminated because he was attacked. So that was kind of cool. Obafemi, NXT guy, he showed out, had some good moments. Brock was in there. Brock was being Brock, throwing people around. Like what else does he do? They had some fine showing. Cody got eliminated, which was crazy.
McIntyre kicked him in the face.
Yes, listen, if you want to be a hater like Drew. Be a hater like Drew. Yeah. Drew, even if you're not in a feud with him, he'll still show up and kick your ass. Yeah. I love it. I love it. Roman tried to
Iguana Man.
Oh, God. Listen, I get it. It's wrestling. It's about the spectacles, but please don't ever do that shit again. Like, I saw this man crawling on all fours. I was like, what the fuck is going on right now? Thought I was in a high dream.
Iguana stuff in his mouth.
I get it's for the kids. I get that was a little sparky moment, but I didn't need that shit at all. I was like, yo, bro, let's get it a little bit going. Logan Paul was there. Listen, you know what's funny? Roman was on the Pat McAfee broadcast talking about how WWE's not creating new stars only for him to win the fucking Rumble. I'm like, yo, dog, this motherfucker, bro. I'm telling you, if you want to be someone in your workplace, be a fucking Roman Reigns. I can call out shit and I still win the fucking Rumble. That shit was hilarious. Oh,
But I've been saying that, and I think when I went on Twitter, a lot of people were bashing the Royal Rumble because it's like, what's the excitement of the Rumble? The excitement was Brock Lesnar came out. The excitement was Randy Orton came out. Like, that was the excitement. These guys are old, dude. Like, they're fucking old, bro.
yo, right?
Where's the excitement of anybody new coming in? Your new guy was Iguana Man? That was the new dude. Like, and what was the guy who stood in there for 40 minutes? He was the guy with the dreads, the black guy with the dreads. What was his name?
Oh, Obafemi. Yeah.
That was the guy you're talking about. Oh, the guy from NXT, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So he was like supposed to be the feel good story, and I didn't really give a fuck. I didn't give a fuck
because you knew he wasn't winning.
40 minutes.
You knew he wasn't winning,
but he did have athletic. He's athletic.
Yes,
though. I give him that. He's athletic. He has some good moves, but there was a move that he did some wild shit to Randy Orton. Like, he jumped off the rope and spun around and kicked him. The crowd didn't even cheer, dude. They were like, dude, like, yo, WWE gotta figure something out with this because Roman Reigns is right. You're not creating new stars. You know what I mean? You're just not. Like, and then, like, I feel like Dominic Mysterio was kind of going there, and then, like, what are they reserving him now? Like, they kind of have him not
he got
doing
hurt.
much right now. He got hurt. So like, even the other guy, like, who's supposed to fight for the championship now? CM Punk or Roman Reigns? These guys are old, man. They're old. Like, remember they had the big fight in the elimination cage, and the youngest guy in there was Logan Paul or like Braun Breaker. Everybody in there is fucking old. Like, you need to start making new stars. Like, I don't. And here's the underrated thing of Vince McMahon. Was this guy a nut? Was this man fucking telling girls to fucking put fucking 80-inch dildos in their ass? Yes, he was a bugged out dude. But he had the storylines.
Yes.
He knew how to make a character. He would see a wrestler, and look who was Stone Cold. Stone Cold was a blonde-haired fucking WCW guy. They never fucking used him for shit. He came over to WWF, shave your head bald, bitch, and become Stone Cold. Forget about it. Rocky Maivia, they had him try to come and be a good guy and all this shit, and they changed him into this fucking guy who does probably the best promo in fucking WWE history. You know what I mean? Like, Vince McMahon knew how to. Now you got Triple H and these guys ahead of the game, dude. I saw an interview of Bam Bam Bigelow talking shit about Triple H. Saying that Triple H was a fucking brown noser. And here's the sad part. Do I like Triple H doing the business moves Triple H has done have been good. In TKO. They got, overseas involved. They're making the brand bigger. They're getting them on fucking Netflix. And they're doing the pay-per-view with ESPN, and they're getting the shit bigger. But now that you're getting the shit bigger, you got to create the stars to keep it, because you have to. You have to, because if you're not doing that, dude, you're gonna lose these contracts, bro. You're gonna lose these contracts. What's gonna be? WrestleMania is about to have Drew McIntyre versus. You gotta have Roman Reigns. You can't have CM Punk.
No.
Drew McIntyre, CM Punk is not a main event match for the championship. It's not. You have to have Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is. He'll buy tickets. People will buy tickets to see Roman Reigns, and that's a way better match. Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre, way better match. You know what I mean? Like, but then, like, who's gonna be the undercards? Who you gonna have? And listen, I love the women. I have no issues with you, but You're gonna put them on WrestleMania? Like, are they selling tickets? The women at this point are eye candy for these fucking weirdo wrestling fans that sit in their mom's basement. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh
fucking
God.
masturbating to these women. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what they're there for. Because when a woman's match goes on, my son leaves the room. He don't watch it. He's out. He's out. And for the most
Oh,
part, we've tried. We've watched events together, and we
yeah.
watched the women's match. We're watching it like, all right, let's give support. And the
Yes.
matches aren't good. They aren't good, and they're forcing it on us. Oh, let's have 2 women matches at WrestleMania. Why? They suck. Leave them on Raw. Leave them on SmackDown. Leave them on Smack. Leave them for SummerSlam. Leave them for SummerSlam. Leave them for Raw. Leave them for Survivor Series. Leave them for that. WrestleMania, have one big women's match. One big women's match and leave it at that. Don't have a women's one-on-one match, then a women's tag team match, and a women's triple threat match. No. You're going too far, dude. You know,
You know they're
you're
gonna
trying
do
to
it.
push the agenda too much. You're pushing the agenda too much. And I
You
don't
know
know
they're
what they got
gonna
to
do
do.
it.
One person I like Braun Breaker.
Yeah.
Uh, that's probably my favorite wrestler right now, me personally.
Yep.
And I think that they're not giving him opportunities, dude. You're not putting him in positions to be a star. You're giving him certain looks, like you had him as
Looks
an
and then
intercontinental champion, and yeah, like that's what they're doing with him. You're right.
yeah.
They're putting him here and they're bringing him back down, and they're putting him here, and you don't even put him all at the top.
What's
You're putting
up?
him like in the middle, and
Yes.
they're bringing him down. Putting him in the middle, and they're bringing him down. What are you doing? You know what I
Bro,
mean? Like, what are you
oh my
doing?
God. I said
I don't
this
get.
on January 5th. He needed to beat CM Punk for that title. I'm like, you can't
Yeah,
always be like, he's the next future star. Okay, when? That's what he even said. He's
yeah.
like, when? I'm going to have to wait. CM Punk has to have this long time. CM Punk does not need the belt. He
Yeah.
is almost 50. Let's move on. Like, dog, I don't need CM Punk as a champion right now.
Yeah.
Let him go be the voice of the voiceless at his home, bro. Like, I don't need that shit, bro. Like, CM Punk
Go
does
do
not
that
need
shit
to
in
be the
TNA.
champion.
Go do that
Bro,
shit in TNA.
God.
Go be the TNA champion.
Be a helping hand, dog. Like, yo, move the fuck on. Like, AJ Styles hasn't won a belt. He retired. Gunther beat him last night. You know what he's gonna do? He's gonna be a helping hand on TNA. That's what fuck what CM Punk should be doing. We do not need, and that's what Roman's saying, yo, we don't need all, it should not, everyone in the main event is over 40. Love Drew McIntyre. That's my guy. That's my favorite wrestler right now. But he needs an
Yeah.
up and coming wrestler. But my thing is, you can't
He needs a
just do
he needs a
that.
rival.
Yes. Cody cannot be his rival
You
all
try to
the
create.
time.
No, no, no.
Oh, good
You need a better
God,
storyline
bro.
because Drew has stepped his game up big time. Him coming out yesterday and kicking Cody Rhodes and knocking him
Beautiful.
out the Royal Rumble was good. He looked like a star doing it. You need to create a storyline for him. If you're gonna make him the champion, you need to create a storyline for him, dude. And it's like the hard part is like the good guy. Who's the good guy that's a star right now? Cody Rhodes is the only one. He's the only one because Braun Breaker's a villain.
Yep.
Dominic Mysterio, he's a villain.
Yep.
So you can't have heel versus heel. The you need the opposite guy. Who's the opposite guy? You got to create somebody. You got to think of something. And I think that's where they're dropping the ball at right now. You know,
You
the WWE doesn't have the star that's
Yeah.
ascending the sport past wrestling. You're keeping it in the wrestling fan base.
Yes.
Where
You
Rock,
gotta move out of that.
Hulk Hogan, Undertaker, these guys, even Shawn Michaels, like these guys took Bret Hart, even for the most part. These guys took wrestling past wrestling. They got
Yep.
into movies and they got into pop culture and they were on MTV and they were doing a lot of shit outside of wrestling. And
Yep.
that's not happening right now. It's not. It doesn't exist. You know what I mean?
Like you have Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu cut one of the best promos talking about how he got locked up at 16 and locked up at 18. Bro, you should be promoting the fuck out of Jacob Fatu.
I don't
Those are the-
know why you don't. I don't know why you don't have Jacob Fatu in a lot of bigger matches. I don't know why you don't have him in bigger matches. I don't get that. I don't get that either. They're
But
dropping
we're
the ball
not.
with him too.
We're not going to be the weird wrestling fans. All we're just saying is we just want a little better for these wrestlers. We're not saying, yo, push my favorite wrestler like the weird wrestling fans do. We're just saying, hey, Give everyone a chance to really shine.
He ain't my favorite wrestler. He ain't my favorite wrestler right now, but I can see talent when I see it.
Thank you. Like I said,
I can see somebody who deserves bigger shots. Like you know what I mean? Like you need to listen to the fans too. On top of that, you know, you need to. And I don't know, man. It's tough. It's hard because to recreate what Vince McMahon did this shit for decades, bro. Decades. It's hard to recreate that.
And you know the thing that's so frustrating with Triple H? You are a wrestler. You know what the wrestlers need. You have a wrestling mind. You should be like, yo, this person needs to be put here. This person needs to be put here. He does it a little, but you only do it with the big stars. Sometimes you got, because you were such a main card guy that you know how to work the main card. I get that. Now you need to work the undercard. Now you need to work because you give the women their little shine. Shout out to Liv Morgan. She won. Liv Morgan, I see the pieces. I'm like, yo, but you need to do that for other people. Other people need something to really sink their teeth into.
Who's the chick who did the soul snatcher? Who's the chick that does that move?
I don't even know.
She jumped off the rope, did a flip.
Soul Ruka. Yeah. That move's fucking nuts.
That move is crazy.
yes.
It's fucking crazy. Like, I don't know if you should push her, but just off that finisher alone, she should be pushed. Like,
yes.
That finisher is nuts. The big chick was good.
Last Legend, she eliminated the Bellas. Like, I was like that. Black History Month. She could eliminated the two bimbos. Not bimbos, but it is what it is. Yes.
You gotta. Here's the thing. What I was saying about Batman Bigelow said about Triple H. He's a brown noser, and I'm starting to think like that's how you got your position because he said that when Triple H came in, he was trying to get cool with Nash because they became friends eventually. Nash, Shawn Michaels,
Nash Hall, that was his people.
They said when Triple H came in, he was carrying their bags.
Yeah,
this is Batman Bigelow said. Batman Bigelow said that he was carrying their bags. He was up their ass trying to be in that circle. So he got in that circle, and he was even saying, he was like, dude, before DX, right? He was like Hunter Hearst Helmsley. He wasn't getting no big matches.
The blue collar dude, I remember.
Yeah, and he said too that even when he was in DX, Shawn Michaels was the star.
Yeah.
Like at that time when he was in DX, was Triple H really getting the matches like that? He wasn't. When he turned into the game.
Yeah.
When he married Steph McMahon, then you saw him ramping up, getting the bigger matches.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, okay, now you look back now when Bam Bam said that, I look back at it and said, did he earn that? Or did he kiss his ass into that position? So now that you're in the position, of running the fucking league, and you didn't earn it, and you got your way in there by kissing ass, you may not have the wherewithal to know who to push and what storyline to do, and sometimes that happens. You know what I mean? And for the most part, Vince McMahon had to leave abruptly.
Yep.
He had to leave abruptly, so he was like, "Fuck it," I trust Triple H. He's my son-in-law. He's done right by me. He's done right by the business. Fuck it, just make him in charge. And he didn't properly vet the system. He didn't properly put somebody in there that knew how to do storylines better. Look what Vince McMahon was doing the storylines with. He was doing it with Pat Patterson, right?
Pat Patterson, Gerald Briscoe. Gerald Briscoe. Yeah, all those people. I remember them.
They used to get stunned by Austin all the time and hit with the chairs all the time, But these guys were creating the storylines.
Yep.
These were the guys he was sitting down with. You know what I mean? So I think you have to figure it out, dude. You have to figure it out. Because you're gonna lose your contracts, dude. People, all over Twitter, they're smashing Royal Rumble. They're saying it's the worst Royal Rumble they ever saw. It was horrible. There was no surprises in there that really people got excited for. How many times you gonna bring out Randy Orton and Brock Lesnar, dude? Where Brock Lesnar came out SummerSlam, it was like, oh shit,
yeah.
Now it's like it lost its luster.
Yep.
That's it. Brock Lesnar come out like, all right.
Randy
Orton comes out like, all right.
They getting up
All right.
there. Like Brock's almost 50. Randy Orton's in his late 40s. Dog, you kind of got to start like Roman made a good point. Bronson Reed beat Roman Reigns clean. I haven't seen Bronson Reed on a fucking match. Dog, what are you doing?
Him too.
Trips.
Him too. Why aren't you putting him in a better position? What is going on over there? Why isn't Bronson Reed getting bigger matches?
Oh my god. They, mm. I'll give this to Triple H. Triple H has put out a lot of Vince McMahon's fires. He brought the powerful Macho Man's family back into the fold. Because Vince would never do that. Vince is gonna be like, if I hate you, I hate you. Cool. Triple H is really good at that. Like he got the powerful family. He got Ultimate Warrior to come back. Triple H has really unburdened the. He doesn't have ego. He doesn't have ego. Yeah, business wise, has no ego. Has no ego.
We can't front on his business. He's
Nope.
done that great.
Yep.
It's the storylines we're saying.
It's stories. Dog, get it a little. Like, if you can tinker it a little bit, you'd be good. You just got to start giving some of these young guys pushes. Like, I don't need to see CM Punk berating Bronson Reed and being like, yo, you can't step up. I'm like, dog, if you don't kill this motherfucker, please kill him.
Yeah.
CM Punk.
I would see that. I would see a Bronson Reed CM Punk match. That's a WrestleMania match right there.
Right there.
Why is that? That's a good one. And to me, what you mentioned before, AJ Styles not having a belt ever, that's insane.
No, he had the belt, but I'm saying in his last run, he didn't go for a belt.
Yeah. I'm saying in his last run. That's insane. You should have given him something, dude. You know, something. Why wasn't he battling Dominic for the Intercontinental? Like, what wasn't he doing? Getting some kind of belt. Give him something. Give him something. You know, you give him what, like an opening match versus Gunther, and he loses. Like,
now you just got to start giving some of these young talents like their shine. Like, I love that Logan Paul's committed full time. Okay, if you're gonna do that, kind of get to it. Like, start pushing. Like, these people should not feel like afterthoughts to the big names. I get it's WrestleMania season. I get you want to put, because the Romans, the Codys, the Drews, the Punks, they're going to sell the tickets. But you need to introduce a bigger fan base to the Bronson Reeds, to the Braun Breakers, to that. That's how you get more. They say you get more faces. That's how you get more stars. Dom's loved on Twitter, but I get he's hurt. But it's like, yo, he could still do a spot. He could have eliminated his father right then and there. You could have done something like that. Like, come on, bro. I'm not trying to book here. I don't want to book. I don't want, but I'm just saying there's ways to implement it. We went on a tangent about this one. Because
I know.
We only have one pepper take, so like this was needed. This was needed. Come on, Trips. You're better. You're better than that. All right. Shout out to the sponsor, Nickel Pass, for I'm so done. I'm so done with for sponsoring us. You download Nickel Pass today, $20 a month, get all your news websites for a simple click. Anyway, got a little sad news. Catherine O'Hara, the mother from Home Alone, passed away. She was 71. I didn't see that one coming, and condolences to the family. I know she's survived by a husband and 2 kids. So I saw my colleague. He put out a tweet. He was like, "I wish I had more time with you." And I love seeing them get back together before this all happened. She's been all over the place too. Like, she had a commercial with Kevin Hart apparently and stuff like that. So
they said that she had a good role with Schitt's Creek. Schmitz Creek.
Schmitz Creek. Yep.
Yeah, that show. I never saw that show before, but it was a successful show. So she there. It was crazy because I just saw last week. I saw the John Candy documentary. I Love Me is called, whatever. It's a good documentary. Anybody who likes comedy, who likes movies, good documentary to watch. But she was in it because she was in what was John Candy's sketch show, Second City Television. It
Okay.
was a Canadian SNL, and she was on that show.
Oh,
Yeah, so she's on that show. The dad in American Pie. Remember him? Eugene
yes.
Levy. Eugene
Yep.
Levy. I think is he on Schmitz Creek? I think he's on Schmitz Creek. I think his son is like the main character on there. So I think he does cameos on there. So
Yeah, he's on Smith
that's
Creek.
probably a
Yep. I'm
connection
looking
that
at it
they
right now.
had. Yeah, so Eugene Levy probably got her in there because they started off together at Second City Television. So she was in that documentary a lot, talking about John Candy and how cool they were. And if you remember, John Candy wasn't Home Alone.
Yes.
John Candy was he's the one that had the band that brought her home. So she was a good piece of getting him on there. That little cameo, but the guy who wrote it too, John Hughes,
Yep.
he was really close with John Candy. So he got him to come in there and do like it was a 1 day shoot. And he got John Candy to come in there. But it was funny because it would show outtakes of
Yep.
Captain O'Hara with John Candy on the that truck going to her house, and
Yeah.
they were like doing improvisation, whatever. And it's funny because back in the day, improvisation wasn't as big as it is now.
Yes.
Improvisation is like really big now in comedy movies. So they'll give you like a loose script and you just do what you do, and they keep whatever's the best. So she was actually like a really good improvisation actor, which why they probably did a lot of that on Schmitz Creek. I would assume that's like the thing now to do a lot of. So she was really good at that. Probably you know her as Kevin's mom in Home Alone,
Yeah.
like
She
a
killed it.
real actress. You know what I mean? She did a Beetlejuice, right? She was the
Yeah, she
mom
was
in Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice. She was the voice of Nightmare Before Christmas. She was the voice of the love interest. I didn't even know that. Like so, yeah.
Yeah.
She's been doing a lot. It's
Hold on.
crazy.
Let's get a lot of. She was in the Wild Robot. It says here. Um, Surviving Christmas. I didn't see that movie. Uh, Home Alone, of course. Home Alone 2.
Well, she was in The
Yeah,
Last of Us.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
See her here. It says here. Oh yeah, Beetlejuice. We see Dick Tracy. I don't remember her being a Dick Tracy, but I haven't seen that movie in a long time. But yeah, she was just Home Alone alone. It's like, damn, it sucked to hear, of her passing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And and it seemed like she was beloved. It seemed like
Yeah.
everybody loved her. Nobody had nothing bad to say about her ever. They said Kevin used to still call her mom. She said I saw an interview whenever he saw her. He still called her mom, and I
Yep.
think you mentioned it, right? He had a post on
Yeah.
Instagram, like saying how sad he was she passed. So sucks. A little bit of our childhood is gone. But shout out to her, shout out to her family,
Yep.
condolences. Rest in peace, and yeah, man, sad way to end the podcast, but
Yeah.
we had to talk about her a little bit because come on, man, Home Alone
Yep.
2, that's our childhood right there. We must
Yeah.
all of us saw that 1,000 times. I saw it this Christmas. I had to watch it. I saw highlights of it on Instagram. I'm like, fuck, I'm watching the whole movie. You know what I mean? So yeah, man.
And we got to mention Desmond Wilson from Sanford the Son. He died too on the 30th. So damn, that was
Another
a bit
legend.
older show. So like that was like I remember growing up. So just had to throw that rest in peace to him as well. Condolences to the family.
Yeah, people now may not know him as much because that's an old show,
Old
but
show, yeah.
Sanford and Son was a huge show. One of the pioneer black shows.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. That's the pioneer. That's what led to the Fresh Prince of Bel-Airs and the
Yep.
Martins and the
Mm-hmm.
all others. The Sanford and Son, the Jeffersons. Those shows spawned a lot of stuff that we grew up watching. So shout out to him, man.
Yep. All right. I think that's it. We can end
Yep.
now.
Yep.
Thank you guys
So,
for tuning in.
yeah.
Make
we
sure
had a
you
good
follow us
audience
on all
today.
social media.
We stood around 35 to 40 people watching the whole time, so I appreciate y'all tuning in. Um, yeah, man. So like I always say, before we leave, follow us on social media. You can see it here on the top. Let me see, right there. You see it right there. Follow us on social media, PGN Pod on everything, Instagram. Also, Nickel Pass, man. Download Nickel Pass. It's good to read up on it's good to read up on what's really happening instead of looking at headlines on Twitter and Instagram that
Yep.
are most likely rage baiting you and just putting false misinformation out there for you to
Mm-hmm.
just get mad at. And when you read the article, you're like, oh, this ain't even what it's about. Like,
Nope.
you know what I mean? So yeah, download Nickel Pass, stay informed. And we'll see y'all next week, man. Enjoy y'all week. And we're out of here, man. Peace out.
Out.